So I had gone live on Instagram, you guys, to try to show you this waterfall that I'm walking on. I'm in the Great Smoky Mountains National Park in the Gatlinburg, Tennessee area. And apparently my signal went away. It said all these people watching, and then suddenly your video has ended. So we're going to continue it on my camera roll so you can see the beauty of where I'm headed. What I was literally just talking about before my video abruptly ended was how this right here is just as much a part of your health as your diet. I know in the world of nutrition, we like to give a lot of credence to your food and your diet when it comes to health, and rightfully so. Don't mishear what I'm saying. And yes, this is a very steep climb, so Jimmy gonna be a little breathless. That's okay. I'm not saying that nutrition is not important. What I'm saying is, I think we put nutrition on a very high pedestal to the exclusion of all other health modalities. So what I'm doing right now is called forest bathing. So I'm in the middle of this big, beautiful forest. And yes, you can still hear cars driving nearby. But I'm deep enough into the woods to get the benefits of this and allowing my body to breathe that fresh air. And it's morning time, so it's a cool, refreshing, crisp air, and nothing beats it. It's really nice. That's why the people love the mountains so much. And so out here in the middle of the forest, allowing the sounds of nature, birds chirping, animals scurrying, all of this is a part of health too. Sunshine exposure, part of health too. Movement, part of health too. Meditation, part of health too. And let me say it, even though you're probably watching this on one of them, disconnecting from social media and from being online, part of health too. And so, yes, Jimmy had to walk a ginger line on that little bridge there. But we think of health as so linear to the food that we eat. And it's one of the things I've tried to emphasize in my work is, yes, food is important, but it's not the only thing in your health. You could be eating all the right foods and not seeing results in your health quite like you would if you ate the right foods and then engaged in various biohacks, like infrared sauna, like an ice bath, as you guys have been watching me do. Like sunshine exposure, like meditation, like deep breathing. The list goes on and on of all the ways. And so we're coming up on an interesting little, I think they put those down because it was very muddy. So let's try to circumnavigate this without falling. All right, I did okay. All right. So if you missed the live video, I am walking through the Smoky Mountain National Park on the Gatlinburg, Tennessee side of things. And all along the way, they have these little things to let you know what it is that you're looking at. That's a white oak. I think we have forgotten the beauty of nature. We have lost in the modern age the value of trees, the value of being in the midst of nature. Those of you who watch my videos when I'm at home, you know they're doing construction right next to my property now, where they wiped out a whole slew of trees that during the summertime, you could hear the cicadas in them. It was so beautiful. It was a nice ambiance in our neighborhood. And they completely eradicated all of it. Now to the point that there's no more nature sounds from that part of the community. And that's sad to me. Ooh, looks like we have a cabin we're coming up on. That's cool. This is part of the fun of going into like a national park, is you have all kinds of treats along the way, like an old cabin. Makes you wonder when they created that. We'll take a peek inside here. All right, there's a fireplace in there. Look at that. Nice little back porch. Can you imagine the conversations that took place there? Sitting in a rocking chair. All right. We are migrating our way to a waterfall, so we will continue that journey on. But back to what I was talking about. We need, it's kind of a drop off here, guys. So this will be interesting to go down. All right, I'm gonna take it easy so I don't twist an ankle. All right, I did okay. It's as steep as all get out though. Golly. Woo! I want anyone who criticizes Jimmy Moore for being slothful, lazy, whatever it is you think about me, to go suck an egg, because what I'm doing right now is pretty difficult, and willingly so. I am doing this trail because I want to do this trail, and I deserve to do this trail just as much as somebody who is much more fit than me can do this trail. We have to stop putting health in a box, and you check off all these little check marks on the box, then you are deemed healthy and fit. And yes, this is a challenge. Very, very hard. I'm literally walking almost straight up. But it's something I want to do. I'm going to stop for just a second, catch my breath a little bit, and that's okay. I don't think we need to be ashamed that we challenge ourselves. I'm going to blame the ice baths for this, by the way. They have made me think that I'm capable of anything now. And when you feel unstoppable and capable of anything, watch out. Watch out. Because what is available to you is infinite. Nothing's going to get in your way. Nothing will stop you from doing the things you want and living the life you want and going and being what you want. And maybe I'm a little crazy for doing something like this, but I'm doing it with purpose because I want to, because it matters. And yes, every step is fucking killing me. And I'm okay. Because I'm doing the hard things. The hard things make you stronger. They make you better. And nothing can replace that. Whew. That was a steep climb. I think I'm lost. And I think in the context of being in a forest, that's a good thing. That it's not so easy to know where to go. It's a nice allegory for life itself. We don't always know where we're going. We don't always know the path out or what to do. Sometimes you have to backtrack and take some steps backwards so you can move forward again. And that difficult thing I just did looks like it was all for naught, because now I'm stuck in this place that I was not meant to be. And that's okay, because this is what life's about. You're sometimes going to do hard things that you never intended to do, but you did them anyway. You put yourself in the position to go someplace that you thought you were going to go, and then you don't end up there. That's life. Life will do that to you. There are so many spider webs now I am walking through. So I know this is that road less traveled that Robert Frost always talked about. I hear running water, so I know I'm close to the waterfall. I'm not going to go too much further. Definitely a stream down there. I can hear the water running. All right, you guys. I got into more of an adventure than I expected, but look at me. 360 degrees is all forest. Every bit of it. All big, beautiful greenery, trees, forest. Surrounded by nature. Just as intended. Pretty cool, right? Pretty cool. All right, I think I need to start to head somewhat back in the direction I just came from, because I'm way off the beaten path. But Jimmy has long gone off the beaten path of life. I have never felt confined to doing what everybody else is doing. That's not me. That's not who I am. I like to think of myself somewhat as a trailblazer, willing to do and go towards things that other people don't. And it has served me well in my life. Sometimes it doesn't always work out, and people let that bother them. Oh no, it didn't work out, so I should have never done it. Any experience that you go through, it's always teaching you something for that next experience in your life. And it's the moment that you think that experience is invalid, is the moment you never want to put yourself in a position to do hard things again. And that's not an option, guys. You should always want to do the hard things in life. And yes, I'm a little turned around in here. I'm going to work my way out. We will make this happen, even if it means I have a detour of sorts. Because eventually I will find the path that I came in on. And hopefully I don't get stuck by all these branches in here. Golly. So many branches. I'm gonna have cut up legs. All right. But it's fun to put yourself in these positions, fun to get out of your normal muckety muck routine of who you are and what you're doing in life. Push yourself to go beyond that. I don't think that comes back in vain in any way. If anything, it makes you better. It makes you stronger. It makes you have the capability to do all the things that you never thought possible. And I'm going to believe that until the day that I die. And hopefully that will be a day a long time from now. So, all right. I see this drops down again. And I'm trying to see if this is the way I came in. I don't want to get stuck where I have a big drop off. And I don't see where I came in. So, yes, Jimmy is bona fide lost. And that's okay. We will stay recording till I find some semblance of familiar. And we'll go from there. All right, let's go this way. Y'all having fun? I don't know if what I'm doing right now I would call fun. It's definitely different than my norm. And I'm okay with different. I'm okay with challenge. I'm okay with uncertainty. And that's something that I hope this teaches as well, is sometimes you'll be uncertain in life. You're not sure if the way you're going is the right way. But you can't just stand still. You have to keep on walking, keep on moving, keep on progressing towards something. Because if you stay in the same place, no, you're not going backwards, but you're not going forward either. And if you don't move forward, how do you ever get to where you want to go? So I'm going to keep going. Not really sure where I'm going, so wish me luck. All right. I do know I walked up a very steep path, so I know that means I need to go down a very steep path. I just wish that path was a little clearer, because that's my path, guys. And I'm not so sure where it's going to go. And I didn't eat this morning, so not that I'm worried about that. I can easily fast for a long time if something happened, but here we are. Okay. Let's see how we're going to navigate this. I'm looking around, trying to see if I see that path again that I came in on. I do not. And this is going to be really steep. Let me walk over here. I think the steepness is a little less pronounced over here. So if I slip, I slip. It is what it is. So you didn't know you were going to get an adventure on this video today, did you? Good thing we're not still live, because y'all would all be calling 911 now. I do hear cars, and so that's a good sign that I'm not too far from civilization. That's a very good sign. But I've still got to get there. And I'm going downhill. Okay. All right. Getting stuck by all these little branches. Yes, I hear the traffic out there, so I know I'm walking in the right direction.